Hey guys, good morning. We're going to talk today about the Ole Switcheroo. And what's the Ole Switcheroo? If you're an estimator, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. So you've went out to an estimate. We'll call it a painting estimate, landscaping, any kind of service business when you're doing an estimate, or even sales, selling cars, things like that. And I go to the house and let's say I meet the wife or the girlfriend, and there's nobody else around. And I'm walking through. She's kind of briefly explaining to me what they want done. She's reading off a piece of paper. She doesn't know the colors. She doesn't know what's important to them. She doesn't know when they want it done. It's very easy. She said, I just want a color change. It's going to be easy. We're easy to get along with. So I give them a price on the spot, or give her a price on the spot. I do the estimate. I send it to them. They accept the job. And then usually phone calls start. And it won't be the person I met. It'll be somebody else. So it'll be a husband, a boyfriend, a roommate, a mother, a sister. It'll be somebody totally different than the person I met on site. And they'll start just grilling us. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Where is this on the proposal? And we have no idea who these people are. We've met this other nice person that I'll come back and say, oh, I met a really nice person today. And occasionally it switches. And that's why we say the Ole Switcheroo. So now we've estimated a project for somebody who has no interest in the project. They could care less and they just want a color change. And it totally switched over to a different person who really cares about the project, who is very meticulous about the color, very meticulous about the prep work, which was never explained to anybody, and is just a real pain in the ass, honestly. So we've went from this nice, easy repaint project, which we do, very minimal patching, general patching, just some dings and dents, put some drop cloths down, cover everything up, and paint the walls, to they're inspecting every surface, every inch of the wall. They're looking on the floor for any little drop of paint. They're looking through to make sure you put the right coats on. They're using cameras. I've had people use video cameras to try to catch you to do anything wrong. Maybe you didn't. Maybe they think you didn't put a second coat on, or you put your soda on their table, or we've seen it all, trust me. So when I say the Ole Switcheroo, it happens to everybody, and I'm sure everybody's shaking their head right now. Yes, that's happened to me. So what happens then? So now you thought you had an easy job, a great job with a nice person. Now you have a totally different job for a nasty person, generally. They're going to make you do a lot more work than you estimated, and that's the problem. It's not that they're nasty. Being nasty and not being nice to the guys, all that does is make them want to go faster and get out of there quicker. The problem is, we have this other person who has totally switched the whole estimate. They're trying to get a job that they didn't pay for, that they didn't ask for. So if we went from a $1,000 job and the second person's trying to turn this job into a $3,000 job, we have an issue, because we can't pay for that. And if they don't get that, they're not going to be happy. And it just starts a roller coaster of phone calls and emails, and our project manager's going out to the job, and the painters are not happy, the customer's not happy. How do we avoid that? Pretty simple, as long as we follow our policies. So first policy is, whoever is vested in the estimate, whoever is the person going to be judging the work and knows exactly what they want done, needs to be at the estimate. You have to be at the estimate. If you're not at the estimate, and you weren't there at the estimate, you weren't part of the decision making with the painter, or with whatever service that you're asking for, you really shouldn't have much of a say once the job starts. We should not deal with you, and we do hold that up. The second thing is a pre-job walkthrough. It's very important. It's very important because if we can go out before the job starts and fully explain what we're going to do, not going to do. That's the important part. Not going to do, and what the actual end job's going to look like, you can catch some things real quick. So you could say, hey, we're going to come in, we're going to patch some of the holes, some of the nail holes. We're not going to be able to catch everything. It's impossible. They'll say something to you. They'll say, oh, no, I want these walls to be perfect, and then you can have an open conversation. Before you have time into the job, you spackled walls, painted them, and now nobody is happy. And now you have to go back and spackle on top of your paint and paint again. So I'm sure that's happened to everybody. So that's my big tip. It's not anything that you should not be already be doing. You gotta do a pre-job walkthrough. You have to let them know what the expectations are, what you're going to do, and more importantly, what you're not going to do.